Hey guys, welcome back to my tiny house. I literally just got done on a 7-hour drive to come here. I was gonna film this a little bit sooner, but I was like, I'm already coming back to the tiny house. I might as well just come and film it here, which is why I took the video a little bit longer to come. We're gonna start out with my June expenses and any problems that I may have had at the tiny house. As you can know, it's not always smooth sailing when you're doing rentals. You're gonna have a bit of problems here and there. I'm gonna say that this place isn't the problem child. It's just, I just get a high anxiety when things go wrong. So some of the things that went wrong was that my key, my locking for my door code, it's not working. So we're here to come and change out that smart lock into the Slage one that I have for all of my other rentals. It's always dying. It gets stuck on the door. So we're gonna completely change it out with our time here. And I actually had one guest refuse to stay because she didn't feel very safe trying to get this locked and unlocked. And then also my key box here, my key box was so tightly drilled in that nobody could get it open. Like you had to take your key and pry the little latch down to try to get it open. And she didn't feel safe staying here, and she didn't ask for her money back. So I'm counting that as income. She didn't ask for her money back. It was just for a one-day rental. I got a new one and installing this new lock here. That was like a complaint that we had. Another complaint, I have everything in my notes on my phone, guys. My fairy lights kept going out. The little box that turns the lights on, it's not waterproof. The lights are waterproof, but the box that controls the lights to turn on and turn off is not waterproof. Like, how are you gonna say something's waterproof if I can't keep the whole thing outside? I mean, guys, I'm getting eaten up by bugs here, so be happy I'm doing this here. And I'm sorry you can hear the crow. But I finally got that replaced. It cost me like $70 to get 3 more wraparound lights and get it installed and stuff. It wasn't too much, and it didn't really need to happen, but it definitely sets the ambiance here. So I wanted that to, be working because people are coming for that. Like, it's beautiful. And then my hot tub, I have this problem at all of my rentals. I do not have a 220 amp for my hot tub to plug into. And what a 220 amp does with your hot tub is it takes just a handful of hours for that hot tub to heat up. Probably not even that many hours. But because I only have a 120 amp, which is the easiest regular plug in for anything inside your house is probably a 120 amp. It takes about 24 hours for my hot tub to, I would say like 8 hours, sometimes 24 hours for my hot tub to get completely hot. And that, gets people a little frustrated, especially at the tiny house. Some people do only stay for one day at the tiny house, and I have to offer them late checkout because of that, because I know, okay, you're staying here for one day, stay on checkout day, just stay a few more hours so you can enjoy the hot tub. And people are pretty happy with that, but they would have rather had the hot tub on at nighttime because you have the really pretty fairy lights for the hot tub. Why wouldn't you want to get in the hot tub at nighttime? So that is a problem. I will eventually probably change it to a 220 amp. It's just, it involves electricity stuff, and I didn't want to. So hopefully eventually I'll change it to that, but it is quite annoying for guests. So let's get into my cleaner's fee. My cleaner was $900. I didn't write down how many times my cleaner came, but for $900, I guess 9 times. Duh. I told him to give himself a raise. I don't think he has yet on the app, but from what I know, it's like $75. So he came quite a few times, and I probably just rounded it up. And then my internet is a little bit more expensive than all my internets everywhere else because we are out in the country, the boondocks. We don't really get regular Wi-Fi here. We actually have to get a phone service to provide the internet for us, and it's way more expensive. So it's $124.71. Pretty high if you think about it, but we don't have many bills at the tiny house, so it's not really anything that's gonna make me upset. A lot of people have told me that I need to get Starlink, and we actually don't have Starlink in this area yet. It is coming though. We are on the wait list, so don't you worry, guys. I'm taking your advice. We're on the wait list for Starlink to see if it's better. I feel like it might be a little bit cheaper. I don't know. We'll see. My electricity bill is $76.41, and that is because I do have an electricity pole and then, you know, my box to hook everything up into. Not expensive. I mean, it's a small house. What exactly are we doing here? I have the hot tub hooked up, I have the TV hooked up, and I have the lights hooked up. There's really nothing else here. So I like this little, I like not having so many bills. Like my other houses, there's so many bills. But like I said, with my water, I don't have a water bill because I'm on my own well. So cool. I like that. But with that, you know, when things go wrong, I'm responsible for getting that paid for. Nothing's gone wrong yet, but I have called my well person for my other property just to come check out this well, because we are getting a little bit of sediment into our water. We had to re-drill, get into that well and stuff. So hopefully they can put something up here, like a better filter, so that tiny little sediments don't get into the hot tub. I need to actually go look at that right now to see if my hot tub has dirt in it because of that. And I have a customer, a guest, checking in about 3 hours. 2 hours actually, it's 1:53, so I'm filming this super quick, you guys. Okay, so we only had two nights that were not booked out of 30. How many days are in June? I don't know how many days are in June, but only 2 nights weren't booked. That is so cool. But it is June. It's a very high traffic day, middle of the summer. I did have maintenance of $76. I don't know what happened. I think he had to come here and do something. I never remember what the maintenance is about. I really should like write it down. He probably came and chopped some wood, I feel like. So yeah, he charges me like that much money to chop wood. There's not really much he has to do here, so I like him to come and do as much as he can to help him and his family out. And then I also have my lawn was $100. So he came and he cut the whole entire lawn. He says that he can't use his riding lawnmower here because of all the rocks, the gravel that's like throughout. Last time you guys saw this house, there was no grass, and you guys were like, who's gonna want to look at a mud wall? I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like now. I look like I am in a tropical paradise around me. It's green, green, green. It's beautiful, and I tried to tell you guys. But because there's so much greenage and foliage up now, during the summer we don't have a mountain view. During the winter we do have a mountain view. So seasonal mountain views, you gotta, I love it because I love both. I love during summer that it looks like I'm deep in the forest, and I love during winter it looks like I'm staring at a mountain. So that would leave me with gross of $4,490.13. That is a really good for a tiny house. I'm gonna pop up on the screen how much we were charging for some nights in June. Pretty sure we got up to $200 for some nights. Yeah, we're gonna go a little bit lower on other nights. I'm already kind of lowering it for September. That was only $377 and 12 cents of like my expenses for the home, and then adding on $900 for my maids. That brings me to $1,277.12 of all of my expenses combined: cleaner, electricity, maintenance, lawn, all of that. So with my net profit of $4,490.13, that gives, oh, I'm sorry, with my gross, that's my gross, that leaves me with of $3,213.01. I would rather have a million tiny houses versus buying actual houses. Actual houses give you equity. I understand that, which is why we will be buying more houses. But for the cash flow, I love this better. What do you guys think? Are you loving these progress updates? I will try to be a little bit better with it, but I really wanted to film inside my tiny house for these updates because it's just so beautiful. It's so relaxing. It's my favorite place to be. So leave your comments down below about how do you think I did. Leave your comments down below on do you think a tiny house is worth it. I am doing a mentorship showing people how to do what I did with the land development, answering any of your questions, or just side hustle ideas so that you can build some money so that you can eventually invest in something. I am doing the mentorship with my cousins. I am taking them, buying land with them and setting them up with a tiny house business, and I am teaching them the whole way through. They bought my mentorship, so this is like a really perfect way to show you guys what I can do when I help you. So I don't know. Stay tuned for that. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.